2, 3, 4.
Okay, so this time we're going to talk about all things lists. Okay, so we're going to do ordered lists and unique lists. First things first, probably we'll start with the basic lists. So I'm going to go. I want a unique a UL, so a basic ordered list, and that's what I'm looking for. So okay, what we're going to do first of all is put lists as the title, simple and effective. Head. So in my head, in my body, I think I'll do a H1 tag. H1 is your header levels, so 1, 2 and 3. As you can see, I'm ending it again. I always close it, it's good practice to start with. So a base, easy list, something like that. Okay, and I'm going to call this something like, that's the second header level, as you can see, H2, household pets, something like that. Okay, so to start the list, you start off with a UL unordered list, and then I'm going to go down to the bottom because I want a few items in here, and I'm going to go tag UL. Okay, so to create a list item, you go li list, end it again, li, you get into this with HTML. I'm going to say dog, then li again, cat, okay, li, bird, house bird, something like that. Perhaps they're household pets nowadays, snakes. Let's have hamsters. I don't think they get represented in these tutorials enough. Something like that. I'll just do one more. What else can we have? Gerbils. No. Rabbits. Okay. Li. Okay. So now that's the end of my list. So okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is go to File, Save As. In my HTML tutorials section, on my folder here, I'm going to save it in as tutorial 1 lists .html. Okay, so now if I navigate to that folder, I'll show you what we've done. So as you can see, it's in my main folder. It's like any other website. All you do is just double left click to open it up. There we go, that's your first web page. So as you can see, lists on the tab because that's what we put in the title, and then we went at easy lists, household pets, dog, cats, birds, hamsters, rabbits, etc, etc, etc. Right, okay, so that's how you do an unordered list. Very much the same if you want to actually do a unordered list, sorry. If you want to do an ordered list, go back to your notepad again, and this time I'm going to save this one before I do it. Save as tutorial 2, just call it tut actually, tut 2 ordered lists. So I'm just going to change my title slightly, ordered lists. Okay, do it again, household pets. So I'm going to call this Led um, Led Zeppelin, because I'm a fan. Members. This is going to be a short list because there's only a few. Okay. So instead of UL, we want OL. So OL. Then I'm going to change this one to OL. And then it's still the same code again. List item. List LI. In between my brackets. So the first one is Robert Plant. The second one is John Paul Jones. The third one, John Bonham. And fourth is my favourite guitarist, Jimmy Page. Okay. Because we've already previously saved that as a new web page, I'm just going to click save this time. I'm going to go back to my folder and I'll go to tutorial 2. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. The difference between that one, it numbers it, and this one, it just does it as bullet points. Okay, so that's how you do it. There's another way that you can keep going and you can nest your lists further. So if I wanted to go within my list, I can have a list, I can have ordered list, then a list of like guitars that Jimmy Page plays under that. So I can have something like UL, then under that I have another UL. This is a nest lists UL, and then I can go I want another list underneath Jimmy Page to say, with the bullet points, to say that he actually plays guitar. So if I save that now again, there'll be another list underneath Jimmy Page saying that Jimmy Page plays a guitar. If I wanted to then expand this further, I could just do another one. So I could take my little tags here and then put these underneath each one of them. So John Bonham, let's do him. He's on the drums. John Paul Jones is on the bass. Robert Plant is on vocals and probably tambourine or whatever else. Vocals, and yeah, just keep it vocals. Save again. This will then have altered it slightly. Go back. Where are we? There we go. HTML tutorials, ordered lists, and as you can see, Robert Plant is on the vocals, John Paul Jones is on bass, John Bonham's on drums, and Jimmy Page's guitar. And we did that by nesting the lists underneath. So just let me take that back. So Robert Plant, unique list, so unordered list, sorry, I keep saying unique, unordered list, vocals, bass, drums and guitar. Okay, so essentially with those two tags, the LI, UL and OL, you can devise anything and build it into a list, anything whatsoever. Okay. There's also one further list I've not actually mentioned. It's called a definition list, and I'll show you the difference between that, these lists, the basic lists, and the definition lists right now. So let's just get rid of this. Okay. I'll get rid of that one. different tagging language for this. So I'm going to keep with something like my fave fruits, something like that. Boring subject. Okay. So I can go DT, dynamic type. So I can go apple in DT. Then underneath I want a DD. So the definition on the list uses 3 tags. I should explain it at this point instead of assuming that you know. DT defines each definition term. DD defines the definition data, and DL defines the entire list. So I forgot to put a DL actually at the top of that. Silly me. Okay, so underneath what I'm doing, I'm going to bracket my DL. So DD, my favourite fruit by far. I'm going to copy this again, and I'm going to tag it down another few. So banana, gives me energy. Again, another DL. Grapes. Sweets and juicy. Okay, so I'm going to save this again, and I'm going to do it to dynamic lists. Okay, and hopefully now that works properly. So go back to my HTTP tutorials folder. Yep. So as you can see, Apple is the top level because I specified it as my DT type. So each definition term, and for each DD type, I defined my definition data underneath. So what actually appears under that field. And that's how you create dynamic lists. In the next section, tutorial 3, we'll go into how you build tables. So stay tuned and tune in for my next tutorial. I'll just expand that code out so you can see what we've done there. Very simple HTML, but you can see how you can simply and easily make a website very quickly. Okay, catch you next time.